So, lads, today we have got endgame TRACY McGrady. On a day where we all pretty much thought that it was going to be some combo of Luke or MJ, they release another shooting guard / point guard, which we have to assume means we're not getting Luka or MJ, in TRACY McGrady. So, am I excited? I'm kind of indifferent. But the more I think about it, the more I'm thinking, okay, maybe TMAC could kind of be that guy. He really could be that guy. So, before we get on to, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, 296,000 subscribers. Hopefully by the end of the day, right now we're only 100 off. So, again, we are very, very close to hitting that 296,000 subs. But, TRACY McGrady. So, just look at people's reactions here. People are happy. Someone quoted me and said there's levels to this. There are levels, and TRACY McGrady's definitely a level below Luke or Michael Jordan. However, I will say when it comes to a TRACY McGrady, he's got that potential as an endgame to be significantly better than any other card. He could be the best damn endgame, the best endgame in the game. Because he's probably going to get set shot 25 on one, base 3 on the other, and obviously John Smith 6. So people do seem to be very, very excited. So it does appear that like it's just kind of me. I reckon Kevin Durant is going to be coming tomorrow as well. That is my prediction. And if that is the case, it's looking like we may have the new best shooting guard, point guard, small forward combo in the game. So if we look at TRACY McGrady, if we look like at his invincible card, and he came with some okay. He was an okay card. He really was okay. The reason why this card's still usable to this day is because of that height and his wingspan. Because he's 6'8" with a 7'2" wingspan, which means he's going to be the same height. He's going to have the same player build as power forwards. Obviously not today's power forwards where we got the 7-footer or 7'4" guys, but he does kind of have a good amount of height on him, especially for that point guard card. But again, we got to look at Giannis from last week. Where is he? There we go. So we got to look at Giannis from last week in the fact that Giannis was sitting here at like, he's still over a million, 6'11" a point guard, 7'4" wingspan. But they gave him base 3 with like Curry, with the Curry slide, was interesting. And obviously they gave the small forward one to John Smith 6. I reckon with TRACY McGrady, we're going to see the same. I reckon we're going to see the point guard version, which is the Orlando Magic version. I reckon we're going to see Orlando Magic TRACY McGrady as like a base 3, probably Curry slide. They're probably going to give him tray fade, not normal fade. I doubt we see anything too different to 6. Whereas I reckon shooting guard TRACY McGrady is going to be John Smith. So again, if you guys don't know why we're calling him the John Smith 6, basically every single non-point guard endgame card other than Scotty Barnes has copy and paste of everything. Everything is the exact same other than Wilt and Dirk, who were the first who came out last season, so they don't really count. Every single one has been a copy and paste, hence why we call him John Smith, because it's just generic. But yeah, in terms of the other TRACY McGrady cards that are going to be coming out, so there were, see how many Giannis cards there were last week. So last week there were 6 Giannis cards, including the 2 endgames. So it's highly likely that we see an invincible TRACY McGrady that's going to be shooting guard, small forward. Except the difference between that invincible TRACY McGrady and the invincible TRACY McGrady we already have is instead of getting Kyrie Irving behind the back, he's probably going to go and get himself Scottie Pippen behind the back. That's probably the only difference between these two cards. In terms of the other cards, we're probably going to get either a swish or an out of position TRACY McGrady that is going to be point guard, power forward. Then obviously we're going to get the anniversary TRACY McGrady, and we're going to get, he wasn't in the NBA 75, so we're probably going to see random promo TMAC at like shooting guard, small forward, which the random promo is probably going to be super, super cheap as well. And TRACY McGrady's probably best at the 2 guard position. But what I like about TRACY McGrady more so than a Giannis is that he moves a lot better. So TRACY McGrady doesn't have the flaws of not being able to run. So unlike a Magic Johnson, unlike a Giannis Antetokounmpo who don't go out of the burst fast, TRACY McGrady always has. Even slasher dribble style TRACY McGrady could kind of move that little bit. They gave him good animations, As well as that, he does have a big player build, so it's not like he's super skinny either. It's not like he's super broad. It's not like he's a stamina issue. So in reality, what Tracy McGrady is probably going to be is like a better version of a LaMelo Ball. So he's got a better player build than LaMelo. He's the same height as LaMelo. He's going to have, still, they're going to have the exact same releases. And you're going to look at him as probably like a better Carmelo Anthony or a better LaMelo Ball, whether you're looking to play him at the point guard position or whether you're looking to play him at the shooting guard. As far as the non-endgames go, Tracy McGrady with Trey Burke base, which is really good. I'm very quick. He's still going to be one of the top tier 2 guards in this game. Like, is he going to be as good as some endgame 2 guards? Honestly, with his height, maybe. With his height, maybe. I don't think the anniversary on 35 hops will be. But, like, this Invincible's still a fantastic 2 guard. Still one of the best in the game. But then you add the fact that he's going to get it better behind the back on probably every one of his cards that comes out tomorrow. Maybe the cheapest card might have these same SIGs. But as well as that, there is a chance that we might see freaking Stevie size up on him as well. Kobe Escape is fine. His release doesn't need to be touched. His leaner doesn't need to be touched. So he's got a lot of really, really good things as well. So what does this mean in terms of like cards coming tomorrow? It means that we're not going to be seeing a Luka Doncic. It means that we're not going to be seeing a Michael Jordan. Because there's no way we get 2 cards to play the same position in these endgame drops. Like, even you could argue because Luka's a shooting guard, LeBron or Jordan's a point guard. Maybe Luka. Maybe they're leaving Luka till the end. But I think it's highly likely that we see a Kevin Durant next. Because in terms of centers, maybe Kareem. But Kareem, right after we get Taco and Yao, kind of doesn't make sense. Because he's just going to be a worse version of those 2 cards. But Tracy McGrady, initially I was like, oh, I'm not a big fan. And as somebody who isn't going to be able to get the endgame cards, I would much rather have seen a Luka or a Michael Jordan, because Luka and MJ, as far as just regular cards would go, would all be god tier. It would push the price of point guard MJ from 250k to 10k MT. It would push the price of hero MJ to like 10, 15k. And it would just be a god tier 2 guard that almost everyone would have. Luka would make almost everybody's team. When everyone's running around with Luka, my God, there's not going to be a contest in sight. But for Tracy McGrady, I think, like looking at my team, especially in my budget squads, I reckon I'll use that version of Tracy McGrady. Because if at my 2 guard position right now, I've got, I'm trying to think who I even run there. I got Gerald Wallace at 1. And do I run Booker? I can't even remember who I run as my other 2 guard. But Gerald Wallace starts at 2, and he's not taking Gerald Wallace's spot. Even if I somehow pack his endgame is not going to take Gerald Wallace's spot, because Gerald Wallace's spot is there for good. But in general, Tracy McGrady, I think he's going to be a really good card to get tomorrow. Not as hyped as Luke or MJ, which is why I was kind of disappointed initially when seeing him. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, he's still going to be good. It's just we're still waiting for that Luke or MJ. So anyway, yeah, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.